Hello everyone and welcome to my class. Now in this video I'll be concluding this chapter, that is chapter 3, Nazism and the Rise of Hitler. This is third chapter of class 9th history. So we have discussed about the Nazism, we have discussed about how the Hitler rose to power, what were the reasons behind his success in Germany. Right now in this video I'll be discussing about how he trained his youth, what his desire to create the Aryan state in Germany, how that desire he was fulfilling to bring into the reality, what steps were taken by Hitler. Now we'll talk about the youth in Nazi Germany, what happened with the young boys, what happened with the youth, how to instill the idea of Nazism into their minds, what steps were taken. So first of all, it is believed by Hitler that the Nazi idea should be taught to the children at a very young age, so that they when they grow up, they should know how to distinguish themselves from the other undesirable people. Right, so what they have done in schools, the children were segregated. The Jewish children, the Polish and the Russian, or the physically handicapped children, they were segregated. They were thrown out of the schools, and only the Aryan children, only the German Aryans were allowed to attend the schools. Jew teachers whose political loyalty is doubtful, such teachers were thrown out of jobs. They were not required in schools. They lost their jobs. New textbooks written from the Nazi point of view were introduced in schools. Right, and not only the textbooks for the sake of spreading the idea of Nazism, but sports like boxing was introduced, because he believed that if we give the physical training at a very young age to the boys, then by the time they become adult, they will be having strong muscular body. They can serve strongly in the army, German army. So such sports were promoted, like boxing, which is a very aggressive sport, and which requires lots of strength. So such physical training was given to young boys, and it became compulsory part of the school curriculum. 10-year-old boys were used to be sent in special training session. They were in a for 10-year boys, a young Volk. This was an organization, this was a club sort of thing, which was meant for the young boys, and under this they were given physical training. They were taught the Nazi practices. Right, above 14 years boys had to join the Hitler youth organizations. And these are the things only for the boys, because Hitler had the view that the women are inferior to men. They cannot be same. So such trainings were given only to the boys. Now what were the ideas for the women? He introduced a new Nazi cult of motherhood. The women were required to maintain the purity of race, should not have any link with the Polish, Jews, or the Russian people. They should marry only to the Aryan people. They should produce more children, more able children, right? Those who can be the upcoming citizens of the nation, right? And for this sake, the Hitler used to give them honors, like Bronze Cross was given for producing 4 children, 4 able children, right, physically fit children. Then they were given Silver Cross was given for producing 6 children, and more than, if any lady producing more than 8 children, then such person was given Gold Cross, right? So such awards were given to the women to promote that they should promote more, they should produce more children, right? And if they fail to produce desirable citizens, if they fail to produce good healthy children, then they were publicly humiliated. Their face were blackened and their head was shaved, and they used to carry a placard on in their neck, carrying the idea that I am not able to maintain the honor of the nation, right? So such things were done and under Nazis. They were not required, they were also expected to raise children according to the Nazi ideology. The women play a very important role as a mother. It is their duty to teach their children about the Nazi ideology. So this was the cult of motherhood that was introduced under Nazi. This was their prime duty to do that, right? Then the art of propaganda. Here, art of propaganda means what steps were taken by the government to popularize the Nazi ideology. Like the media and the press was strictly controlled by the Nazi army, and only such ideas which are in favor of Nazism, such ideas were spread, such ideas were broadcasted. Rather, anything which is against the nation, against the Nazism, should not be publicly shown, right? So whatever the Hitler wanted, only that thing needs to be shown to the rest of the world, right? They, in media and press, they never used direct words like killing, genocide. Such words were avoided. So code words were used for such things, for military actions. Like they have used final solution and special treatment for killing the Jews. These were the terms, final solution and special treatment, and these were terms used for killing Jews. For mass killing, they have used these words. Then euthanasia word was used for killing the disabled, physically handicapped children, people, right? Then selection, disinfection and evacuation are such words which were used for for deporting the undesirable people to the gas chambers. At this time, the newspapers, the media, the pamphlets, and different mediums were used for describing Jews as the enemies of the nation. They were stereotyped, they were mocked, like as the inferior ones. A very infamous movie came at that time, that was The Eternal Jew, projecting Jews as the enemies of the nation, right? So such things were done which created a feeling of hatred among the people, German people, against the Jews. They started considering them as enemies, as their enemies, and they started creating a difference with the Jews. Right, now the Nazi Holocaust, whatever these things were done in Germany was not revealed when Hitler was alive. When the Second World War started and Germany got involved in the war, so this was the time utilized by Hitler for killing Jews and undesirable people on a large number in Germany, in concentration camps, in gas chambers, right? So such killings were done during the time of Second World War, and the people were not allowed to use paper, were not allowed to maintain any kind of record. They were not allowed to write anything, so that no evidence should be kept which can prove their killings, right? So such things were avoided, and after Second World War, when the war gets over, then initiative was taken to know about the truth of the concentration camps and gas chamber. Then it was found that how the Hitler's army, how the Nazi army used to kill the people in the gas chambers. And concentrations camps were the reality of the concentration camps, how the people in these camps were living. They lived a very miserable life. What sufferings were faced by these people, right? So this was called the Nazi Holocaust, the revealing of the mass killing of Nazi army was called Nazi Holocaust. So this was done after the Second World War, and then the reality of Hitler and his Nazi army came to limelight, and the entire world saw how Hitler used to kill people on large scale in Germany, which were earlier was not revealed to the rest of the nation, rest of the world, right? So this is all about Germany under the Nazis, and with this we have concluded the chapter. One suggestion for you: please watch the videos in proper sequence, then only you will come to relate everything step by step, what happened after what, right? So these things need to be done in proper sequence, right? So please do write your comments. If you like the video, please like, share and review, and subscribe this channel, and thanks for watching.